Yeah, welcome. Today I'm going to make a shop, a dungeon shop where you can buy items. I did an asset earlier with coins, copper and gold and silver stackable coins. So I'm going to use those. And then I'll make a simple, you select your item, you put your money in an alcove and you pull a lever and you buy your item, basically. So that's what we're gonna set up. And I've started out with just a new project. I've put an extra lantern in there, and I turned myself around, but that's about it. So what we are going to need for this project is, first of all, we are going to need wall text. So I'm going to use dungeon wall text, and we're going to put it on this side. And then we are going to need a button, and we have a wall button down here, and I'm going to put that on the same spot. And then we need an alcove of some sort. So I'm going to go for the dungeon alcove. And this is going to be on this side. And to buy stuff we need a lever. So I'm going to make a lever. And I'm going to put that in the same spot as well. So this will be kind of a Dungeon Master 2 type of shop, basically. Now, what you get here, I'm going to clear this out. What you got now is something that looks like this, and that's not too funny. So, first of all, we're going to figure out what the positioning is for these different items. First of all, I'm going to rename them, because they will have specific names. So I'll call the button shop button, and I will call the text shop text. You can probably hear my typing because I'm recording the sound at the same time as I'm doing the video. So the alcove is going to be called shop alcove, and the lever will be shop lever. That's easy, right? So I'm going to restart this one and reset it, and we are going to go into the, I hope you can read the top one. So now we are going to move down the button. So shop button, and we are going to set world position Y. And I have a good guess that I'm gonna need to move it down somewhere around 0.5. So let's just try that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll go for that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the lever over to this this thingy, and to do that, we are going to go shop lever. I'm just gonna try it out, and I'm gonna move these lines into a script. So this is just for trying out the positions. And that's pretty much how you do it. I'm gonna check what position it has right now. So I'm gonna go for get world position first of all. And it's gonna give me the coordinates that it's on. So then I can try setting it at I'm gonna move it in the X position. So I'm gonna try 50, 0, 49.5, 0. Oh, that moved me towards me. Okay. So 51, and this is probably the X position then. 49. Let's try 50. And see. Okay, that moves it to the left. So 49, then it's gonna be 47. Oops, that's the wrong one. 51. 47.5. A bit too long. Oh, yeah, of course. 48. Yeah, that's better. So I'm gonna move it towards me slightly. What was that? It was 50. So 50 dot. What could it be? 3. That was a bit too much. 7. 8 maybe? 8 is too much. So 7.5. 7.5. That's pretty good. Let's go for that. You know, that positioning stuff is kind of annoying. So let me just type these down. 50.75, 0, 48. Yeah. So now we're done with that. And now we're gonna go back into the full screen and we're gonna make a script component that will control the whole thing. So script entity, I'm just gonna put it there. And basically, the thing we will do at the start is we're gonna go shop lever set world position, and I'm gonna copy these. And we'll have the button at 0.5. So if I restart this now, they will keep their position. So now we've set them. About the money, like I said, I've made a few new items. That is, I'm going to show you the definitions here. Moment, like this. So we have a gold coin that is based off the iron key. I've used the iron key because it's got a nice glimmer particle thingy that I haven't kind of figured out how to do yet. I've given it a trait of coin, so all of the types of coins have the trait coin, so I can check for that in the script. And I made my own assets. So these are in the pack that I'm gonna release along with this video. And there is a material file as well to define the material. I've noticed one thing: if you make items, do put a specular map on it. Even if you don't use a specular map, I don't use a specular map on this one, so I just copied the diffuse map and put it in the specular as well. Otherwise the rendering will get kind of confused. So just, if you're doing simple stuff like I do, I'm not an artist, so just do it like that. Your material will look weird. So yeah, let's go back to the editor. And these end up like coin. And there are 3 types of coins now. I have copper, gold and silver. So let's just place a few coins on the ground, because we need stuff to test with. I'll place the silver coin there as well. Gold coin, yeah, that's probably enough. Now for the shop. It's a pretty long script, so I'll copy most of it from my previous setup. So basically, you define a shop item list with the class of the item and the text that is going to be displayed, and then the value of the object. And I've decided that right now gold coins are worth 16, silver coins are worth 4, and copper coins are worth 1. So basically, if this is costing 2 silver, it's actually costing 8. So just if you put more objects in here, just that's how you do it. We're gonna define a few variables that are used for the scripting component. Current item 0, item type, item text, and item cost. And then we are going to have a function that is called update item. And the update item actually it calculates the amount of items in the list, and then it sets the type and text and cost and sets a wall print. So basically, if you connect the button up to this, oh damn it. Why is it doing that? To the update item script. Basically what happens if I refresh it, go full screen, you see we have a lot of beautiful coins here now. And the coins are actually, you can stack them, as you see. So now, I don't have a wall text. I should set some default text. And when you push the button, it will display whatever item you have selected. So right now I have 2 items defined that I'm switching between. And that's how far we've gotten right now. So I'll just pick up a few more coins. And then I'm gonna stop. So the next part of the script is to handle the lever, and this is a long one, so I'm gonna paste it in and then I'm gonna go through it with so that's a long one. So accept payment. This first thingy, you can use that, or you can just comment it out. I have pretty much commented out. So it's basically if you pull the lever and you have not yet selected an item or put in any payment or anything, just return. Now, first of all, we're gonna calculate how much money is in the alcove. So we set it to 0, and then we loop through the surface alcove, and if the object has the coin trait, we calculate, we get the name. If it's a gold coin, we add 16 times the stack size to the payment. Don't forget the stack size. It took me a while to figure out that, yeah, you didn't get one item at a time, you got the whole stacks. So once you've gone through that, we destroy all the coins. We have the payment calculated, so we destroy all the coins. I'm just printing the payment out for debug. And if the payment is more than the item cost the cost of the item that we've selected, and the cost of the item we have selected is more than 0, we are going to spawn the item we have selected, and then we will decrease the payment with the cost. So after that, we're going to return money to the player. Whatever money is left, we are going to simply spawn gold coins and silver coins and copper coins until we've covered whatever he put in there. And after that, we are going to put the lever back up. So there is one more function that we need, a small one. You have to delay the call to it, because otherwise the lever will just return to the top position without any delay. So we put a small delay on it, and we set it to deactivated, and we play the lever sound. So basically we're done. This should work if I'm not totally confused. Let's try it. So we have a bunch of coins. If I pull the lever now, pretty much nothing happens, and it doesn't return. Of course not, because I've forgotten something. I have forgotten to actually hook up the lever to the script. And we are going to use the accept payment script for it. It's accept payment. So let's try it again. We have one more silver coin. So nothing happens basically. And you can see the 0 that I'm getting out here is I have put 0 payment in there. So if I put the coin will pretty much be removed and respawned. And you see there is a 1, because the copper coin is worth 1. And the 2 gold coins are going to be worth 32. So now, I still forgotten to put the text in. If I select a long sword for 2 silvers, and I put in a gold coin, I've put 16 in here, and so I will get a long sword and a silver coin. No, 2 silver coins. Why did I get 2 silver coins? That was weird. Oh, of course, no. They're worth 4, so that's fine. So for 2 silver coins, I'll buy another sword. Yeah, that works. And this is kind of a funny thing. If you put 4 silver coins in here... Oh, yeah, I can't do that now, because I have to reset it, because you've selected an item that... yeah. So the longbow is 1 silver. If I put the gold coin in there, I'm gonna get a bow, and I'm gonna get 3 silvers. So if I put 7 silvers, I'm gonna get a bow, and I'm gonna get 2 silvers and 1 gold. It will actually change your money to the higher value if you put in enough lower value coins. And if you haven't selected any item yet, so item is 0, then you can do like a money exchange option for that. Well, basically the whole thing. I hope I've inspired someone to do something. Have a nice day.